this coming Sunday, this will be this local church anniversary Thanksgiving. I messaged before. If you look for the video in Endtime series, the title is about anniversaries. So you search for the word anniversary. Okay? But I'm going to title this Fall Anniversary. Fall, autumn. Is this visible in the low cheap tablet video? Visible the word fall. Is it readable? Legible? Okay. So this is autumn, and we have a message there. We just so happen our anniversary is near that time. It's no mystery why the activity a while ago was about the Feast of the Tabernacle. But what I'm going to share tonight is not just the Feast of the Tabernacle.
Complete whole autumn.
Autumn.
That they might be misunderstood.
Yes, thank you for your suggestion. I make Carabao. Okay. So, there's no space. So, last week, a while ago, I talked about the Feast of Tabernacles. And it's no accident that God gave the feasts. The reason in my other video, anniversaries, that we could celebrate anniversaries is because God could recognize them if it is for Him. Like birthdays. I did not say you're prohibited from celebrating birthdays. But if you're really celebrating birthdays, you should know the implication of birthday. It's your funeral service. Not if you could use the birthday to be meaningful to God, because you're going to witness to unbelievers, fake believers who don't understand these things yet. The same thing for anniversaries, Thanksgiving anniversaries. So I said, if God gave the feasts, then we can make our own. And what is your proof that you can make your own anniversary? Hanukkah and Purim. Those were additional feasts. Those were not included in the Mosaic feasts. When you read in the Bible the law and the prophets, the law refers to the law of Moses. The prophets are the prophets that came afterwards. So, during the latter prophets, there, the feast of Hanukkah, dedication, and the feast of Purim was instituted. Did God recognize them? God recognized them. It was written in the Bible, the feast of dedication. Now, right now, we have to see the significance. So I'm going to go very fast. Just take note of this. If you can adapt those, adapt Gerald, he might be looking at something else. So there must be someone beside him. This is a timeline of the year. This is what I made them jot down a while ago. Adapt each other. If no one is concerned yet. Now, this is the whole year. Our year, our solar year, our solar calendar. Then, where is the spring and fall? It's, imagine the year is divided into 4 seasons. We have what we call a spring equinox and autumn equinox. We have what we call a summer solstice and a winter solstice. So where is spring? Somewhere March or April. Where is fall? somewhere September, October. So, in the message in Communion 2006, Christ was born on the fall of the year. Christ died the spring of the year. Now we're going to focus on the feasts. Look at Leviticus 23. Have you memorized the 7 feasts? Take note the initial first few feasts. What are they? Passover. What's next? Unleavened bread. Everyone say unleavened bread.
Unleavened bread.
What's next? The first fruits. Now, these 3 are close together. The Feast of Weeks, you count a month later. A month or 2, less than 2 months later. 7 weeks. That's the first fruits. Now look at your Bible. What comes next? What's next? No, Feast of Weeks is finished. Then we come to Pentecost. After Pentecost, what's next? Pentecost, in their Hebrew term, was legalistic terminology, Shavuot. It doesn't matter whether you use Greek or... by the way, those Jews used Greek already, 300 BC. Trumpets. Where does trumpet come in? What month? Oh, look it up. What month? Look at your Bible. Look, Leviticus 23 or Deuteronomy. What month does the Feast of the Trumpets come in? 7th month. So from Nisan, you count 7 months. March, April, 7 months. You come to September, October. Am I correct? Please check it out. Please compute. Am I correct or wrong?
Yes.
What is yes? Right or wrong?
Right.
Check it out.
Right.
So, this lends more credit to what I'm saying. There is a significance why God created spring and fall. Always check 5 center or I'm out of the picture, okay? Let me know if I'm out of the picture. Okay. So, this period inside represents the creation of God. That's the 7 days, symbolically the 7 days creation of God. Within the 7 days of creation of God, you have the church ages. You have the human creation week. You have all those things inside. What about beyond those times? Did you know beyond spring, before spring, what was that? What was that? What was beyond spring? This is spring, this is summer, harvest, for harvest. What is beyond?
Winter.
Beyond spring, beyond fall is winter. What does that represent? No, okay. Before spring, the earth was void and without life. The universe was not yet created. There was darkness. So it is cold. What about the other side after the fall? There, it's split into 2. It goes back into winter, but there is additional feasts, the Hanukkah. So in spite of the winter there is the Hanukkah. Could you check? I'm not knowledgeable in this. When is the Feast of Purim? Does anyone know? Check your cell phones. Purim, what's the date? I'm not so knowledgeable in all the feasts. Messianics are very well versed in that. Purim is the feast that came from Esther. Yes. What date? I'm looking for the time of the year. I'm sure Hanukkah is around Christmas time of the world. Hanukkah is around the Christmas time of the world. And we should all prepare to be witnessing about that. We should be witnessing to people also of this. If we're going to celebrate our anniversary significantly, spiritually, we should visit each other's houses to represent the Feast of Tabernacles. But there's something else. There's still the trumpets and the atonement. Then, the tabernacles.
Yung time appointed ni Mordecai,
So Purim, because Purim is a improvised feast. It's an additional feast. They're not given directly by God, but it is by progressive revelation that they have that feast. So, I want you to look at this. The Passover, unleavened bread, first fruits, represent the beginning of the church age. Pentecost, with its 7 weeks, would represent the whole of the church age, the harvest time. When is the Feast of Purim? I hope you will help research it out. Brother Gerald may be helping.
is it the beginning of the Passover?
No, I don't know. Because I could admit I'm not that knowledgeable or well-researched person. All I know is from Esther.
Purim is a religious
Festival.
culture of like Judaism.
Because of Esther. You know Esther?
Yes.
How he saved the people from annihilation, genocide. So, please look at the word Purim and give me an exact time. Because I'm going to include it in the title. So before you can tell me, I'm going to share about Hanukkah.
It's only just eating a festival.
I'm asking for the time of the year. When do they celebrate? It's also a feast. It's also an anniversary.
Yes.
So when is that? So check it out. Just type it out.
When they start?
When they celebrate Purim, the feast of Purim.
March. That's this. I think.
Purim, not Passover. Nisan also?
There is 7.
So
The
sa
first
Nisan.
month of that is the month of Nisan. In the 20th year, king of Assyria.
No. That is history that Ahasuerus is looking for another wife. That's Nisan. But of course, the planned genocide of Haman is another time. And how they were saved by Esther. Okay. So continue reading. When do they celebrate that? Okay. I'm gonna focus first on we call this the spring feasts. We call these the fall feasts. If you're a follower of the radio broadcast, ETWAD, I know this because I've been reporting from the book of Dominic A. Berman. How many is familiar with Dominic A. Berman? I mention that all the time in the radio broadcast. Dominic A. Berman has a book that explains the feasts. And she mentioned this. And of course, it helped me simplify the number of feasts. I know the 7 feasts stretch out the plan of God in the ages up to the end. But it gave me further focus in our year. In a year, the first 3 feasts are concentrated on the spring. The last 3 feasts
On the 6th month.
are concentrated the 6th month.
I think on the 6th month.
Purim. So it's in the middle. You know why I wanted to know that? There is a feast in the summer. There is a feast in the winter. There is a feast in the summer. God gave it to them not directly, but by revelation. Progressive revelation. Because as the situation arose that it was needed. So, the Feast of Purim and the Feast of Hanukkah is not included in the original feast commanded by God to Moses.
Was given by
So Purim represents the summer solstice. Hanukkah represents the winter solstice. That God covered everything. God covered everything. You know why? The devil will use Christmas time as a substitute for paganic birthday of Nimrod. Okay, December 25. Which the world is blindly celebrating today. It's substituting Christ for that. That's close to blasphemy out of ignorance. But God gave us a counterpart. So we would celebrate alongside with them in the same way as we celebrate birthday. We witness to them. What is Hanukkah? You dedicate yourself again to the Lord, the temple, your household. You remove all the decorations. Remove all the mistletoes. Remove all the paganic, Hellenic decorations in the temple.
so
That's how we witness to others.
the Purim festival.
I hope you can come here, or you have a microphone. Come here to the recorder.
According to the history, the Purim festival begins with the time of the Esther.
Amen.
So this is a permission during that 6 months, that is 180 days according to this. And drinking feast given by
Do they celebrate in the time of June, as you said?
it is permitted given by Ahasuerus of Medo.
You're talking of history.
Medo
I'm
Persia.
asking for the time they celebrate it.
So that's 6 months, celebrating
From
Purim.
From where? From starting from Nisan? Starting from
Yeah,
where?
starting from Nisan, then 6 months
Celebration.
celebration of festival. Drinking festival.
So did I mention June a while ago? June? What is June? The highlight of the
According to your
celebration?
statement, it was not given by God.
Yes.
So this is a cultured
Festival.
festival. It happened in the time of Esther.
Yes, I mean to say it's like this. Is there an exact date that they highlight on this?
There's no date. There's no
So when do there must be a time of the year they celebrate it.
So they celebrated March
March
2019, this coming.
for
That's why Brother Lito gave 6 months.
so
So if you compute from October,
it's still good. What I'm saying is still the same. It's the whole of summer.
So there is.
Do you agree this is 6 months? Yes, this is 6 months. Between spring and fall, that is 6 months. So what I'm saying, I'm already giving a type and shadow right now. The Purim is for the harvest time, summertime. Hanukkah is for the winter time. Do you remember when Christ said, "Do not let your escape be on a Sabbath day or on a winter night"? Hanukkah. What does it bring to remembrance? Antiochus Epiphanes.
Yes,
It will happen again.
yes, that is related to Hanukkah.
It will happen again. No, Purim is not related. This is hard. Actually, Purim in summertime represents harvest. Did you know why they call it the first fruits? They call it the first fruits because harvesting is not just one time. How many come from the province? How many knows what I'm talking about? Brother George, who else? Do you agree? Harvest is not just one time.
yes, yes.
Sometimes there are first fruits that come out, you harvest them first, and there are others that will come later.
Harvest is,
So the first fruit is a firstborn, first begotten from many brethren that will be raised up by the Lord. And the Purim festival represents salvation from the genocide. From the genocide of Haman. And this is our harvest time. If time is not yet over, we should be harvesting. You know, we also have literal summers here. We don't always take advantage of that opportunity. You know why? Our young people, they go to the province, they frolic all day. They go to excursions. We should make use of their time. Make use of the time so that they could visit, harvest, growing more harvest. Denominations are witnessing more than we do. But that's part of our training. What they're doing is not wrong. What the Jehovah's Witnesses are doing is not wrong. There are certain things they're doing that are right, and there's nothing wrong if we learn from them. Okay, let's go back to the type and shadow. Trumpet, atonement, tabernacle is tribulation, dreadful day of the Lord, and millennium, the beginning of millennium. So in our coming anniversary next Sunday, we don't just celebrate tabernacle. We celebrate trumpet, atonement, and tabernacle. And let me tell you why. It's because like this. Trumpet is warning. It's an announcement. To them, it's an uncertain sound. Maybe you go to a household, it's still uncertain sound to them. It's meaningless to them. But if you continue doing so, and every year, one day they realize. How about atonement? If they receive the message, if they take it to heart, there will be atonement in their homes.
Right.
And you know, in the period, the last part of it is about atonement, and Christ comes back to earth. Then the next phase is millennium, which is tabernacles. Tabernacles is you're celebrating the land. When you come into the land, there must be booths on you. You bring offerings, burnt offerings for the Lord. It's a Thanksgiving celebration. In Zechariah chapter 14, in the millennium, every nation are compulsory to send their representatives to Jerusalem to celebrate the Feast of Tabernacles. So, we get the type. What is the equivalent right now? We should use this opportunity, anniversary, coinciding with this date, near to this date, that we should emphasize on our brethren the meaning and what should we be doing. Every booth, every tabernacle is representative of the time when they were in the wilderness. They help each other, gathering manna. What should we be doing right now? We should help each other. There are many families that are weak. We should visit them, teach them what they should be doing. Maybe when you suddenly visit them, you will accidentally see them watching television, working television. Or their children idle, not doing anything, being corrupted. I'm saying this because we have 1 week to go before Sunday. Make use of this 1 week. Maybe an elder, you can recruit some young people and go around the houses. Maybe just 1 week. Then later, you can teach them, if they can do it to others, do it also. In the anniversary, I said, when there are cell grouping, consider each cell group as a tabernacle. Then, you send the weak young people, the lukewarm young people to interview. You assist them, you guide them, you supervise them. So, this is how we should celebrate. And it should be for the rest of our lives, for the rest of the church, until we will become a super church if we take this seriously. Okay? Remember, it is as though we are in the tribulation period. You have to recall that. Even though it has not yet happened on the world, imagine it will happen in our household. Did you know even though nothing has yet happened to the whole world, significantly, something is happening in our household. If you have eyes, you can see. They're gradually getting lukewarm. If no one is adopting, he might be visiting some other sites, in Facebook or some other pictures. There are many distractions in the young people. We have a new ministry. We call it the Homo Ministry. I give another name, is Adoption Ministry. Adoption Apo. this is a biblical word. This is a progressive ministry in the last days. Adoptionism ministry means you will take him under your wing. You will intervene. It's not your blood relative family. But because we are a family church, we visit them, we teach them what they should do. So that they will not be deceived, they will not be. Remember James 5, 19, 20? If one, what's the word? Correct them or visit them or save them from the error of their ways, a multitude of sins will be covered up. A multitude means the sins will multiply if you leave them by themselves. And it's happened many times already. So, now did you know that each feast represents adoptionism? But we are at the end. The end of this year, the end of this religious calendar is this. It means to say, this religious calendar represents the tribulation, the end of time, judgment. You say trumpet, it's a warning, it's a judgment. It's a gospel trumpet, but there's a warning of judgment also. And what is atonement? If there's a warning, there's a message, there's a way of atonement. There's a way out. Like Christ said in Matthew chapter 24. And then the tabernacle is that celebration. So many of our brethren wish to celebrate this church. They beautify this. But we have to emphasize the real celebration. If they're really celebrating, how do you really celebrating for God? Because all denominations, most denominations, and even the Mother Heart of Church, they serve God by physical decorations. Well, I'm not against physical improvements, but use that as a stepping stone. Like birthdays. Use that as a stepping stone. You have to visit all houses, explain to them. Use this opportunity. If they can squeeze some little money they have there, they can squeeze some extra effort. Put into that focus, the family. What should they squeeze inside in the family? What should they be focusing upon? The tabernacle is a family. The church is not just by yourself. You even belong to a cell group. So, it started from the Passover. Everyone should join in a family. Don't be left outside when the death angel is passing over you. Join a house wherein they celebrate the communion bread, the blood on the scaffold. When we go back here, the tabernacle, you go back to the homes. You go back to the homes. First from the home, then individual salvation. First fruit, first of the harvests, then summertime is the rest of the harvest. Go to Leviticus 23. When ye reap the first fruit of the land, in the morrow after the Sabbath, wave it before the Lord. That is, there are many other harvests that's no. The rest of the harvest, that is the Purim harvest. Okay, how much time have I taken up?
30.
Huh?
30 minutes.
30 minutes, okay. So, let's leave God with hand. I cannot say more